United we stand, divided we fall. If we could come together, we could go to Mars. From the lands of the kings, we could conquer all. But without education, we ain't going that far. United.
Talk a little bit about Sunday, what you're going to do, and why you decided to put this together.
4 years ago, it started off with my cousin Charles, Playboy, getting killed. Then the next year, it was my godbrother, Michael Adams. Then it was my cousin, Romeo Gibson. And now this year, it's my cousin, H.A.P.E. They got killed. And when he got killed, it opened my eyes. I'm like, on Facebook, we should do a candlelight for H.A.P.E. and we should do a march to stop the violence, and a whole bunch of people like. So after the candlelight, I decided to do the
This is something that started from grassroots. This is something that started from the young people in the community, from families in the community that's tired of what's going on. They want to see a change. I think that's very significant.
And it's going to take our kids to step up and lead the way. Because, you know, as parents, as community activists, as citizens, we're always, you know, trying to tell the kids what they need to do and trying to help them. Well, this is an opportunity now for us in Jackson to let our kids lead the way and for us to get behind them and support them and say, look, we're here for you, we're here with you. Let us hear you out, because that's what we don't do. We're constantly telling them, you know, what the problems are and identifying to them what the problems are. And so now it's time for us to hear the problems and some of the solutions from them and partner with them. And that's what it's going to take in this community. It's going to take the community to come together as a whole.
We shall overcome the violence in our city. We shall overcome the violence in our city.
There are so many positive groups and outside organizations that come into the center and offer programs for young people. So there's a lot of good things here. And what it does for us, it does allow us, you know, to reach out and start to show people that there are other alternatives to the things that are going on. And one of the things that has to happen for a lot of these young men, we have to offer them positive alternatives. We can't just tell them, look, we don't have work for you, we don't have education for you, and expect them to do something different. So we have to be able to offer those alternatives, and they have to be offered in a way that's available to them. So we can't just ask them to go somewhere where they can't get to, or a place they're not familiar with. So what it allows us to do is to bring in different organizations and different groups to interact with our community.
So we have to bring more people back to the community. We have to bring more portraits, more models, role models, more mentors back to the community, and show them the positive things, you know, the positiveness of being successful, of having a degree in education. And we don't have anyone explaining to them and showing them the negatives of continuing to pursue a life of crime. When I'm going to the juvenile homes, I explain to kids all the time, name a successful drug dealer who has retired as a successful drug dealer and has a 401k, a pension, etc. You can't name them. What you do is the successful drug dealers you name are the people that failed. They went to the penitentiary. They died in the streets. They're no longer successful at selling drugs. But we don't show that enough and compare it enough and parallel it enough so the kids can say, well, you're right, because we don't have anyone talking about that.
Rest in peace to the ones who died. I know they sadly sick.
What I hope to get out of Sunday is not for a change in like one day or a year, at least to open a lot of people's eyes, basically the younger youth, because it's the younger youth that's doing all the violence. I just want to hope, I don't want to end up having another mother bury their child in Jackson. We're the ones who should be burying our mothers and our fathers and grandparents. I don't want to see pain in nobody else's eyes.
Every time that there's a loss of life or there's someone severely injured from a shooting or some severe violent crime, it affects all of us because we're all integrated with each other. People who've died recently before then in the city of Jackson, I grew up with their mothers, their fathers, you know, their uncles, their cousins. I know them personally. And so it affects me on a greater level because it is the friends and family of all of us that are suffering from this. And we're all affected in so many ways. There's so many funerals that we constantly go to. For a small city, per capita, it shouldn't be happening in this city.
To me, my city is not safe. It's not the city that I grew up in.
And so how do you want to change that? You know, that's obviously, you want to have a community where you can feel comfortable in.
I want to change it, even though I'm young. I'm starting off by this march, and I want to at least like have a lot of adults like come with me and like at least like how it was when I was younger. Have a lot of programs, have a lot of activities for these younger kids to do instead of having their heads in the streets and the gang violence and all that stuff. I just want to have a lot of adults with me with this, and a lot of young youth with me.
I believe the children are our future.
teach them well and let them see the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. They'll found anyone who will fill these lonely place to be.
Say thank you. God bless.
There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother's cry. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother's cry. 16, hanging out with the hood boys. He's on the streets making ghetto noise. And mother was at home on her knees, praying God to save my baby, please. You're all that she has. You're a baby boy. Since the day you've been born, you've been mama's joy. It's too late, your time has gone away. It took one bullet to take your life away. Your life changing. Listen, there's something about a mother. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother's cry. Her life is changing. Her heart is broken. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother. There's something about a mother's cry.
So to see these youth come together and say, we're tired of dying ourselves.
We're walking on a march to stop the
Trying
violence.
to find the dream, searching in life for the reality of freedom. Our times have been wasted, we've been climbing the mountaintops. We've been searching for freedom inside a time of inequality, searching for freedom inside a destined reality.
Construct mentality, street-driven salary, spoken flow poetry, divine principality. Raised off the street block, never let the heat drop. Prison blue cell block, trying to hustle crack rock. Front page headline, written in sin. Cell block reality, scribbled in pen. Focus on my life in this world of pain. Visions of my life, trapped insane. Birthed in street lore, pimp in my jeans. Trying to find reality, escape those dreams. Destined for greatness beyond slave hopes. Prophesized in time with candlelit hopes.